Are we recording? Regular Joe here. So I was in a movie called Looper, released by Sony Pictures.
Anybody here see Looper?
Written and directed by Ryan Johnson.
Rick, nice. Everybody see the Brothers Bloom?
And now the video's coming out. You can get it on Blu-ray, where it looks really good. You can watch it on a computer, where it's really easy to get. It's one of those movies that, on the one hand, is really fun to watch, and it's a great sci-fi action movie. On the other hand, it does really give you a lot to think about and talk about, and I really like movies like that. That's kind of what we do a lot of on Hit Record, is through our conversations and collaborations, we make things like short films and music or art and books. So we did a collaboration regarding loops that Ryan and I started.
Yeah, we were talking about what we collaborate on in terms of loops. And one thing that I think would be really interesting, although obviously you guys can interpret it any way you want, is the loops that we find ourselves in our lives. And the loops that where you notice that, oh, I keep getting in this same situation over and over again. I keep doing this same thing. I see this pattern in my life, maybe specifically a pattern that you'd prefer to break, but you don't know how. Throw anything at the wall and let's see what sticks.
Sony and I thought it would be good to get to show you guys some of the stuff that we've made so far. But now, however, the collaboration continues as always. So if you're an artist or you just have anything to say regarding loops, let's see it. And thanks to Sony, this is exactly why I am personally so excited about partnering up with a company like Sony, is because not only they made the camera that I'm shooting this on, they put out movies like Looper.
We started this collaboration regarding loops. There's been all sorts of contributions so far. I'm gonna play you a video of some of those contributions, and meanwhile, watch this.
Basically, my life has become a routine that starts at 7:30 in the morning.
I wake up, I get dressed, I go to school. I wake up, I get dressed, I go to school. I wake up, I get dressed, I go to school, I study, I fall asleep. Sometimes you have to wonder, can you do something else?
My loop is that I'm always dating actresses.
I walk on the same street around the same time every weekday, and when you do that, you start to see some patterns because other people are also doing the same thing.
When I was a kid, I would go to the amusement park with my family. I would ride anything as long as it didn't have any loops. That terrified me for some reason.
Not only do I date actresses, but it always ends badly. It always ends badly.
Every time I think I'm gonna be in the clear for cancer, I get one more test, and it brings me right back to square one. And they all say the same thing. You're all good. You just have to pass this one more test.
So this is one of my favorite portraits in the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. There's this Cocker Spaniel playing a piano. And what I love about it is it shows the continuity of like all those crazy-ass YouTube videos that we spend our time watching on the internet today. Back in 1803, people were still fascinated with the same damn shit and painting portraits of that.
It's like a little game to see how the pattern goes. And once you get the hang of it long enough, you get to mess with it and play with it.
I can't control the loops that other people get caught in. I can only control my own loops and the own patterns that I develop.
Each time it ends, I swear off actresses forever. I say, okay, if I ever find out a girl is an actress that I'm interested in, I'm just gonna walk away. But I always cave in.
I'm not even sure where this came from. My mom used to do it to me when I was a child, and I'm pretty sure my grandmother used to do it to her and my aunt. And this is a story that she would tell me. It was a dark and stormy night. Two men stood on a bridge, a tall man and a small man. The tall man said to the small man, "It was a dark and stormy night. Two men stood on a bridge, a tall man and a small man." You get the idea.